Atlanta Falcons QB battle hasn't gotten off the ground yet. Tua Tagovailoa is still out with back tightness, though I'm hearing he should be back early next week. Michael Penix still limited to 7-man work on that knee. That could be the case for a few weeks, although the team is at least seeing glimpses of that big-time ability. Head coach Kevin Stefanski plans to wait a little while to name a starter, possibly until they have to release an official depth chart later this month. He does really like both players, and based on his experience in Cleveland, he knows multiple quarterbacks might have to play throughout the season. Penix told me he absolutely wants to be the starter for this team, but he knows he has to work for it. Right now, he's simply working to get back on the field.
After a slower start, Drake May and A.J. Brown are heating up 7 practices into Patriots camp. On Friday, Brown had a long touchdown pass from May, his first of camp. The same day, he had a one-handed catch in the end zone. May saying he can feel the connectivity building. And when he was asked, how do you enhance that connection? He said, you just keep feeding him the football.
Let's talk Titans. Despite #1 overall QB Cam Ward on the roster, some other signal callers believe they should be given that shot, or any shot, of the 32 starting spots in the NFL.
I know I've put the tape out there already that I'm a dang good quarterback in this league, and I'm even better than I ever have been. So.
The faith that you have a future as a starter in this league?
100%. I know I think there are not 32 quarterbacks in this league better than me. I know that for sure.
Uncle Rico vibes here. Will never hold the Mayo Levis is a condiment, confident quarterback. Cleveland Browns fans are not quarterback confident. Levis was born in 1999. Tim Couch was the starting quarterback for the Browns that year. Since then, Cleveland's had 40 starting quarterbacks, and here we are in 2026. It still doesn't look good. Last year, the Browns went old. He's a man, he's 40. Joe Flacco and young. Rookies Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. That's tough as rookies. None were productive last year for Cleveland. Enter Deshaun Watson, who last played in 2024. That season, he had the lowest QBR in the league. He's been sidelined for almost 2 years after a pair of Achilles tendon surgeries.
I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played football in a long time, so for me, it doesn't matter how long I play, how many games I play. I just want to play football. A lot of people wrote me off and said that I wouldn't be playing football again after 2 Achilles injuries. So, I'm proving that wrong and I'm proving myself right. So, it's a great opportunity for me to get out there and showcase what I can do.
For those wondering at home, I don't want to stay on that too long. We should probably.
Are you a big camping guy?
Glamping, not camping.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably with you on that one. We're going camping here on SportsCenter. We start with the Stillers, where Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy are reunited. Rodgers caught up with our Kyle Brandt and was adamant this year is his last.
It's been that way the last couple of years, just feeling into the off seasons on what it feels like. I kind of had shut this door 99%, and then Mike got hired. So it's kind of like he kind of put his foot in the door a little bit, and I wanted to see where he was at. We had a great conversation in 2022 before we played him in Green Bay when he was with Dallas. But I just wanted to, start the relationship up again. We were still talking, but just see where he's at, see if they even wanted me. Keep expectations low, but it progressed slowly, and I'm real glad to be back.
Just a hypothetical. This goes great. You love it.
No,
your body's great. You win. You win playoff games. You're just loving it. No?
No, this is it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
McCarthy and Rodgers won a Super Bowl together back in 2010, coincidentally, against the Steelers. They're reuniting for the first time since that 2017 loss to Arizona in 2018. McCarthy was fired shortly after the game. Major success in Green Bay for these two. They won 107 games together as a duo, 9th most in the Super Bowl era by a quarterback head coach duo. They had 7 seasons which they eclipsed double-digit wins. Come together in the Steel City, a team that is struggling to get over the hump but has been very steady for 2 straight decades. Currently a 22-season streak of 500 or better, but very little playoff success. Here's Brooke Pryor with more.
For the first time in 2 decades, Mike Tomlin is not at Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. And that means no Tomlinisms, none of his quick, catchy phrases, no words of the day. Something wide receiver DK Metcalf said the team got used to hearing all of those nuggets. Now, that's coming from a different Mike and head coach Mike McCarthy. Metcalf said that McCarthy's still getting his feet wet when it comes to messaging, but the head coach has already landed on one word to define Steelers training camp: tempered.
Well, it's really for training camp. The foundation days here in Latrobe. St. Vincent College is just an incredible atmosphere to bring the team together these 21 days. So just the parallels between the city of Pittsburgh, the steel mill industry, tempering process of how steel was built and is still today, and the parallels between coming together as a football team.
McCarthy's message has made it all the way to T-shirts given to every member of the Pittsburgh Steelers that read "tempered" on the front, and then "more than tough, more than talented, tempered" on the back. By the way, there's a dual meaning to that word tempered. Not only does it mean to strengthen, but it can also mean control or moderate, which, for the detail-oriented McCarthy, is a fitting dual meaning. In Latrobe, Brooke Pryor, ESPN.
Unsure if expectations for Patrick Mahomes are tempered, second definition, but he's ramping them up regardless with his recovery timeline. The Chiefs quarterback continues to impress any and everybody there to witness him dropping absolute dimes in training camp. And Dan Graziano was there to chat with head coach Andy Reid, and naturally, QB1 was the subject matter.
All right, here with Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. First of all, the big news here is how is Patrick Mahomes looking? What are you seeing from him relative to where you expected him to be at this point?
Yeah, listen, he's doing a great job. He's really doing everything that he normally does and doing it well. So we're happy with that. We know he's still progressing through it, but he sure looks sharp out here.
He has mentioned week 1 as a goal. I know you guys haven't put that kind of timetable on it. What would you need to see from him over the next month or so to get him to that point? What are you looking for? Yeah, Dan, just keeping an eye on him and then letting the doctors guide us from there. So and as long as he's safe, that's what we're looking at. So right now, for what we're doing, he's safe to roll. Will you put him in a preseason game? I don't know about that. I got to see how that goes. I'm listening to the doctors, Dan. So that's still undecided.
You understand why Big Red is measured with this approach.
He ain't playing in the preseason.
Hey, they want him for the regular season because they lost multiple all-time great streaks last year when he wasn't out there. They snapped their 10-year streaks of making the playoffs, winning 10-plus games, and lost a streak of 7 straight conference title game appearances, a streak that was the second longest in NFL history.
Roger Staubach shows up from the University of the Navy, and they're on the 4 o'clock window game every week, so everybody saw him. Motivated my Steelers, though, in those 70s Super Bowls to beat them. Just saying. Dallas 7-9-1 last season, second straight season under 500. First time they've had back-to-back losing seasons in a long time, the Parcells era, 2000-2002. Much of their struggles can be attributed to the defense, which was simply awful last year. They allowed a league worst 30 points per game. Their worst since their inaugural season, back here 1960. Sometimes used the white football in those night games. That one just had stripes. That leaves the Cowboys still looking for a return to the NFC title game for the first time since 1995. Longest active drought in the NFC. Dak Prescott hopes things will finally change this year.
You got guys that have won in the past, and whether it be Quinnen coming from winning programs or guys just knowing what it takes and really wanting to sacrifice to do whatever it takes. At the end of the day, it's about manifesting things and putting the energy out there. When you play for this organization, trust me, these fans believe it, and that's what they want. And if you're not there, they're upset. And at the end of the year, 31 teams are upset, right? And there's only one, and so I don't know why anybody's running from it. And so, hey, let's put it out there. And if we're not, and if we're not doing it, if we're not being about that, then what the hell are we playing this game for?
Ravens flock was more than 20,000 deep for the open training camp practice on Saturday, and they still aren't even in full pads. Lamar Jackson and crew put on a show for the fans in attendance as a 2-time MVP quarterback with 8 for 10 in the reps he was out there, but he was even more encouraged by the type of time his teammates were on.
I feel like my guys are hungry. A lot of us, was here last year, and we didn't like how the season ended. We didn't like how the season was going throughout the season. I feel like guys are hungry, like I said, they're ready to play, they're ready to show up their talents.
I appreciate the dedication to skincare with the stars on his face still. The Ravens better be hungry because the sportsbooks expect them to be among the NFL's best. They have the third shortest Super Bowl odds in the NFL at 10-1, just behind the Rams and Bills, but are plus 470 to win the AFC, just ahead of the Bills at plus 510. Over at Giants camp down in West Virginia, Jackson Dart and crew are ready to get things rolling with their brand new head coach, John Harbaugh. It's a new age, it's a new time. Still same vibes though, and they are likely immaculate. Here he is on the presence of Coach John Harbaugh.
You know, the way that he carries himself just as an individual, a man, it's something that you can really, really respect day in and day out. And I think the biggest thing is he's never trying to change anybody from who they are, but he's, you know, putting out